Look at that face. It has a wide, goofy smile, tiny black eyes, and a crown of feathery pink spikes. It looks like a Pokemon or a cartoon character that came to life. But this adorable little creature possesses a biological superpower that human medicine has been trying to unlock for decades. This is the axolotl. You might know it from Minecraft or as the Mexican walking fish, but it isn't a fish at all. It is a salamander. But it is unlike any other salamander on Earth because it is the only animal that simply refuses to grow up. I'm going to show you how they can regrow their own brains, the tragic reason they are going extinct, and what happens if you force them to turn into an adult. First, let's talk about that forever baby face. In the amphibian world, life usually works like a frog. You start as a tadpole in the water, you grow legs, you lose your gills, and you move onto land. The axolotl just skips the last part. This condition is called neoteny. Axolotls reach sexual maturity and live their whole lives without ever undergoing metamorphosis. They keep their tails, they keep those beautiful external gills for breathing underwater, and they stay aquatic forever. They are basically the Peter Pan of the animal kingdom, but their cuteness isn't why scientists are obsessed with them. It's their healing factor. If you cut off a human limb, we heal with a scar. If an axolotl loses a leg, it doesn't scar. It mobilizes stem cells to the wound and perfectly regrows the bone, muscle, skin, and nerves. Within a few months, you can't even tell which leg was lost. And it's not just legs. Axolotls can regenerate their tails, their spinal cords, huge chunks of their own heart, and even parts of their brain. They are biological miracles. Researchers are studying them right now, hoping that one day we can figure out how to apply that regeneration to humans. But here is the weird, scary part. You can make an axolotl grow up. Since they still have the genes for metamorphosis, they just don't use them. But if an axolotl is exposed to a lot of iodine or injected with thyroid hormones, it forces them to change. The feathery gills shrivel up and fall off. Their tail fin disappears. They grow eyelids and thicker skin, and they crawl out of the water to walk on land. It looks like a completely different animal, similar to a tiger salamander. However, you should never do this. A morphed axolotl is usually very stressed, and their lifespan is cut drastically short. Nature intended them to stay in the water. Sadly, their home is disappearing. Axolotls are native to only one place in the entire universe, the canal system of Lake Xochimilco in Mexico City. According to Aztec legend, the axolotl is the god of fire, Xolotl, who disguised himself as a salamander to avoid being sacrificed. But today, that lake is polluted and full of invasive carp and tilapia that eat axolotl babies. In the wild, they are critically endangered. There are almost none left. Yet, in captivity, there are millions of them in labs and home aquariums. It is a strange paradox. The axolotl is everywhere, but its home is empty. Also notice that wild ones are dark brown or black. The pink and white ones you see in pet stores are mutations specifically bred by humans. So the axolotl is a magical contradiction. It's a god in disguise. It's a baby that never grows old. And it holds the secret to eternal regeneration in its tiny, smiling DNA. If you want to keep regenerating your brain with new facts, make sure to hit that subscribe button.